Hello, hello, and welcome once again. J76NY here. We're looking at Cupcake 1 flight as they move in on the attack against this Cresta 2 here. We have 3 targets left to destroy. We have not identified, but located several of them, and considering they're shooting at us, I would assume that these are hostiles right here. One of those targets is a Kirov, so we're gonna have to be careful about how we do this here. We do have Dakota Flight moving in on the spy plane that was out in this area. Let's get them to turn on their air search radar if they don't have it on. They are heading in this general direction. Let's see if you identify yourself. Do not. There is a spy plane that's out in this area somewhere. I'm looking to take them out. We are losing contact with some of these ships just because plane's radar isn't all that good. So once Cupcake 1 gets into position with, they may actually be in position now. They are, but we lost them. So right now, because they were shooting at us, I wanted to get this electronic warfare plane away from the danger zone here. Let's put you back down to loiter, and then we'll have you go back to 10,000 feet. And we're going to jam this Cresta here. This could possibly be the Kirov because it's listed as very large, so we're going to have to be a little careful about how we approach this. So this is part number 3, like I said, of the Calculus of Conflict campaign. Part 2 of... Actually, it's going to be part number 4. Part 2 of the Operation Blockbuster scenario in the game. We are almost in range to launch here. We do have other contacts out here. I don't want to get too close to this one. Let's see if they identify themselves. They don't respond. At some point I may have to turn on my ship's radar, which I'm not really looking forward to. Let's see. Cannot communicate with track 7045. If I had to guess, I'd say this is probably... They're going 7 knots. This one's going 12. We know because they shot at us that these are hostiles here, so I might as well go and identify them both as hostile right now. And we'll pick up the other ships. Right. Let's get some eyes on these targets here. But we're going to launch from both our Cupcake flights. I think they all have one left. They do. Alright. Let's hit them. And then Cupcake 1's going to return to base. We're going to do a salvo of 2 from everybody.
Engaging track 7328. Salvo fire. Whip it away.
There we go.
Contact faded. Track
So that's 12 inbound for the Cresta down here. I will be putting up more
new air. Contact detected.
more flights. Dakota, are you going to identify?
Roger. Turn 06.
30,000 feet.
VID track.
Okay, Cupcake 5. How did we lose the Cresta?
Roger. Turn 140.
I don't understand how we lost the Cresta.
Bandits.
Alright, there's the recon plane. Alright, Dakota. Considering this recon plane has done a number on my missiles that I've shot at him. Single shot, both of you, right there.
Engaging track Fox 1. Contact faded. Track 7406.
Alright, hopefully we can get the this plane down this time. We have to be careful because they do have guns that shoot at us. Alright, missiles are inbound. And we got him. Good.
402 is toast. New air. Contact detected.
Alright. Come out here and VID this one. They are at 40,000 feet, so that very well may be a airliner. Let's get you up to 20,000 feet.
Go to altitude 20,000.
Really not sure how we lost sight of the Cresta. I'm going to get some more planes up, just because we need this taken care of here.
Contact detected.
Alright, Dakota 1 flight has identified this as a MiG, so we are going to launch a single Alright, single shot. Right there.
No track assigned. Fox 3.
There we go. Alright, looks like only one of them launched. But that is a MiG, so... Not sure what they're doing hanging out here. Meanwhile, down here, our missiles are moving in on the Cresta. Cresta does not have any radar on whatsoever, so they don't really seem to know we're here. They're also being jammed, so... Hopefully our missiles get in. There you can see the Cresta out there. They haven't started putting up any type of defensive fire just yet, which is kind of interesting. But I'm okay if they don't know we're here. Oh, there's some chaff. See what we have. Alright, we got one hit on him. The other one went for the chaff. Cresta is not looking good. But we also have, I believe, another 4 missiles inbound. So they are 10 miles out. Moving in towards the damaged Cresta, which you can see off in the distance there.
Hit track 7328. Contact faded. Track 7.
Alright, so just out of curiosity, I
422 is classified. Neutral merchant.
I launched a couple missiles at this ship here, and I didn't think they would because I thought it was just anti-air or air-to-air, but they did. So I'm gonna try and
Engaging track 7325.
get these sparrows in on this target here without getting shot down.
7325.
We only have one missile from these guys moving in. They've got Phoenix. So we did put a Phoenix out. Not entirely sure what that's gonna do. In terms of the Cresta, she is sunk.
Contact faded.
So Cupcake 5 flight,
15.
you are free to
Roger.
turn up this way.
Roger.
I don't want to get too close to this guy, these ships here,
Track 7.
especially with my electronic warfare plane.
New surface contact detected.
All right, let's try and get these guys to identify. Agrees to comply. That's a merchant.
415 is classified.
Does not respond. Does not respond. Meanwhile, our missile definitely did not do what I intended over here.
10.
So, I think we are going to have these guys... let's have them return to base.
RTB. Roger, RTB.
And then we have Cupcake. Another Cupcake 1 flight. Let's get them up to 20,000 feet.
Go to altitude 20,000.
Gonna have them head in this general direction here.
5-1.
Get their radar on.
Surface search on. Radar eye. Surface search on. Radar eye. Surface search on. Radar eye. Surface search on. Radar eye.
All right, so they're gonna head in that direction. There's this guy down here again.
Roger, RTB. Multiple hostile. Same launch. Same launch.
Uh-oh. From who? Yep. Afterburner. Chaff. Down on the deck.
Roger, go to altitude 10.
So these guys are hostile, we know that. Please don't shoot my plane down. Chaff.
Chaff out.
Hopefully we fooled them. I think we did. Yep.
Out of control. Eject.
Maybe not. Oh, we lost one of them. Alright, that's unfortunate. This one looks like it may get away, though. Alright, so these guys are our next target. Looks like they are... Yep. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry. Pilot didn't even have a chance to,
On station.
Didn't even have a chance to bail out.
Roger. Turn 0-1.
Right. Going 7.4 knots. Does not respond. I would guess that this is a merchant. This one, possibly a merchant. They're going 30 knots. So we know these guys are the hostiles. All right, so this contact here that we're 7 miles out from is not showing as anything. Well, now they're showing as a merchant. Not good. This is the hostile that we identified. Cupcake 5 flight is...
New surface contact detected.
Semi-large. Let's have you see if they'll identify themselves. They agree to comply.
7426 is classified. Neutral merchant.
Not sure why we haven't identified this ship that's down here yet. I mean, we are at 20,000 feet, but still. Hopefully that is not a hostile.
Roger. Turn 358.
Alright, we just passed right over them and we didn't identify them, which is kind of weird. But Cupcake 5 flight. Salvo 2. Right there.
Engage track 7325. Whip it away.
Alright, there we go. There's 2 from you.
RTB.
2 from you. I don't want you to RTB just yet. I also don't want you to get too close.
339. Roger. Turn 3.
Same with you.
0.
Let's have you go down to 6,000 feet.
Go to altitude 6000.
And right now we're 60 miles out, so... I guess the entirety of Cupcake 5 flight didn't... The rest of them are heading back. Alright, so our next target here is this right here, whatever that happens to be. This one I'm going to go with hostile as well. So that leaves
Surface contact detected.
our next flight inbound here. I've got this ASW plane that's out here.
New surface contact detected.
Cannot communicate. Cannot communicate. I'm going to have you turn on your surface search.
On. Radar eye. New surface contact detected.
Yeah, these are all... Can't communicate with them. Huh, okay.
Contact faded. Track 7415.
I don't want them to get too close here. But this is who we have to take out, so...
Track 7416 is classified. Hostile warship.
They got my electronic warfare plane. Didn't even see the missiles coming either. So Cupcake right now is our only asset that has eyes on the target here.
6000.
Oh, yep.
Contact faded. Track
Let's go back up to
74.
20,000. Maybe you could pick them up.
200.
There they go.
00.
Alright, these missiles are moving in. There is, I believe, 8 of them. They may or may not get through. What I've done right now, in addition to the other Cupcake flight, I've turned the task force to kind of close the distance a little bit. New Jersey has 24 land attack missiles that we could lob at them to hopefully use up some of their air defense. We've also got 8 109Bs, which we are not in range of, so that's why we are kind of moving in that general direction. So, okay. This is going to be a fight for the ships here. Penguins, Sea Sparrows, you don't really have much. Mortars, harpoons. Okay. Dale, you have harpoons as well. Alright, we lost sight of them because the one Cupcake plane that we had up there with radar got shot down. But we do know they are hostile because they are both firing at us. This is going to be a challenge with no radar jamming. This is the last missile in the group. So we'll watch this go in. I don't really have a whole lot of faith that this strike is going to hit them. Not with everything that they're putting up. But we may get lucky. I mean, doesn't really look like they're shooting down too many of them. So we may actually get a few of them through. They are popping up. They are dropping down and... Alright, we did hit whatever it is, which is a good thing. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is. It's just smoke and fire coming out of the sea. So at some point we're going to be getting in here and identifying these guys. I do have my surface search on from Valley Forge. I may want to shut that down for now. at least until we get a little closer. We're going to shut that down.
Search.
The other ship that I had the surface search on, I believe, was the Underwood.
Secure the surface search. Radar eye.
There. Cupcake 1 flight is moving in. Alright, so that was the Sovereignty. Right there. Which is a good thing. That leaves one more Soviet ship, and I believe that is the mission. Alright, our Cupcake flight is...
On station. Contact faded.
let's do...
430.
I'm going to launch everything I have at them. I'm going to launch them. All of them.
Engage track 743 6. Contact
Every
faded.
missile we have.
743 6. Whip it away. New surface contact detected. Whip it away. Roger, RTB.
Nope, not RTB. Got to stay out here for a little bit.
Roger, turn 068.
I'm going to leave one of them out here with the rest RTB. They did lose contact. There it is right there. Alrighty, so the next batch of missiles, 16 missiles, is now headed for whatever that is. I'm assuming it's the Kirov. I may be wrong, though. And our missiles are 7 miles out. They are putting up what they can. So far, they haven't hit any of our missiles, which is a good thing. Still have no idea what it is. There's one missile down.
Stay in launch, stay in launch.
Uh-oh.
We've been hit.
Well, we just lost Cupcake 1. So something out there shot at us. Probably this one right there. This missile's going for chaff. It's like a lot of the missiles are going for chaff, which kind of sucks. They can't all go for chaff. Come on now. I don't know how. Oh, all right. Oh well, we hit.
3 6.
Hit it. We hit it. I'm definitely assuming this is the Kirov. I mean, that just the dispersion of the explosions or the fires says that's a pretty damn big ship. So I guess we'll see what happens here. One thing I did do is, or I am in the process of launching Waldo flight. There's 4 of them. Oh, they're already up. So let's get you up to 10,000 feet. Waldos have the Walleyes guided bombs. Not entirely keen on sending them super close.
Roger, turn 047.
But we may have to. So that may be our next course of action. Waldo 1 flight with their Walleyes is moving in. I don't think they're going to get too close. Right now they are 91 miles out. Walleyes don't really have a very good range, and this ship has proven itself very capable of shooting down planes at greater distance than what these little Walleyes can do here. I think this is probably 28 miles, 30 miles or so. So Walleyes. That's what it comes down to here. I don't really want to...
Roger, turn, Roger.
I don't want to get them too close, but they kind of have to launch their
052.
Television guided bombs. We've got a second Waldo flight moving in. Let's get everyone's surface search on. As much radar on that thing as we can stomach. He's only 50 miles out, and they haven't started shooting at him yet, so that's a good thing, I guess.
Contact faded. Track 7446.
This is going to be kind of tough. I'm a little worried this isn't going to work. Let's have you come down to the south here. I mean, if I could get them both in at the same time, that might work. But I don't think I can coordinate it that well. So, how are we looking here? Oh, not too good. All right. Alrighty, we're in range. Alright, so Waldo 1 flight. Guided bomb. Waldo 1 flight. It's not going to let me do a salvo of 2. Okay. It's also not going to let me attack it. Right there. Okay.
Engage track 7436.
Come on, drop your bombs. You're in range. You can do it. Let's not get too close and get shot down. Alright. Making me nervous here, Waldo. You're in range. Go ahead and drop your bombs. I got a bad feeling about this. I think I may have just doomed the Waldos to a fiery death. They sure are getting a lot closer than what I thought they would. I thought it would just glide in by TV guidance, but I guess not. Come on, Waldos. Yeah, I think they're going to end up right over top of it. They're 13 miles out. They should have been able to identify it by now. I don't think this is going to work. Oh, well, we wait. I've got another cupcake flight that's... oh, hey. The second I looked away. There we go. Bombs away. Alright, they did only launch one. So we could do another pass at them if this one is kind of successful. So Waldo... Kirov, yep, that's Kirov. Yeah. And they are shooting at our bombs. That's probably,
Contact faded. Track
bound for our Waldo planes. Alright, wouldn't it be something if we took them out with unguided bombs? That would be fairly impressive.
Contact faded.
Somehow I doubt it, though.
7, 4, 4, 2.
Alright, Waldo.
Contact faded.
Hit them again.
Track 7, 4, 4, 8.
So far, they haven't hit any of our bombs, except for that one. The rest are doing pretty good.
Hit track 7, 4,
Wow.
6.
Definitely did not expect that. Alright, we're moving in again.
Roger, turn 0, 6, 2.
And we're almost in range of that next group. This may be an entirely air-based attack on this Soviet battle group. Alright, we did get confirmation that Kirov is sinking, which is fantastic. Right there. I don't know what else we have to do here. Unless one of these down here
Contact faded. Track 7, 4, 4, 6.
is another... Alright, they're going to run out of fuel pretty soon, so... Let's have them come down here.
1, 3, 4.
And then Waldo 5 flight come down here as well.
Track 7, 4.
I've got
4,
Cupcake
7.
1. They're heading up there. They're gonna
Roger, turn 0.
come up here. Turn your surface search on.
Radar eye. Surface search on. Radar eye.
There's got to be something else out here, or we would
Radar eye. Surface search on. Radar eye.
or we would know about it, or the mission would be done. Maybe one of these. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, they don't respond. That one's a merchant.
Track 7, 4, 4.
Refuses to comply.
Contact faded. Track
Does not respond. So
4,
this one,
4, 7. Roger, turn 1.
this one may be another warship here. There was something down here hitting me up with radar. So I think what are these guys doing? Oh, they're returning to base. I'm not going to send the New Jersey out to identify it. I think we can probably...
Contact faded. Track 7, 4, 4, 2.
Alright, let's detach the Underwood. If I can get up there. Alright, Underwood. Leave your formation. You go to head flank.
Maneuvering eye.
And I want you to come down
Turn
here.
course 193. Helm aye.
Yeah,
Turn to
Underwood, come
course
down here.
204.
Turn your surface search on.
Radar eye.
Just because there's something down here that was putting off a pretty sizable radar signature. That may be one of these spy ships that I have to take care of. So far, we haven't identified any of these things down here.
Roger. Turn 147.
I don't think Waldo Flight's going to make it down here. Yep. Something down here shot at us. No idea what it is. It could be any of these guys. I mean, this one won't identify itself. This one refuses. And that one does not respond. So I'm not sure who we should be going for here. We've got Waldo Flight moving in.
Roger. Loiter.
I don't know how to identify these guys without my Oh, this is rough. Right, they're going in here. They're almost out of fuel. I honestly think it might have been this guy because we had passed over him with the plane.
Contact faded. Track 7447.
But it could be
New surface contact detected.
any of them. Alright, so we're going to turn our task force directly at him.
Course 076. Hell my.
Underwood, what are you doing?
Turn to course 215. Hell my.
Alright, go down there and check that out.
Roger, RTB.
Actually, I don't think that's even really needed.
Turn to course 079. Hell my.
Alright, you're going flank ahead. You're having a hard time keeping up with all these guys. Let's just
Surface search on. Radar eye.
turn that surface search on for a second.
Contact faded. Track 74.
Alright, so I'm going to mark
RTB.
right there. That would be my guess as to who our next hostile target is. And as we watch one of our planes coming in for a landing here on the Eisenhower, I'm going to call this episode to a close right here. It's a very long final. I think this is the final mission of the mission pack or the campaign, but it's very long. We're already up to almost an hour on this episode, which I didn't realize. So we will continue this one in the next episode, hopefully conclude it in the next episode. Anyway, if you like the episode, hit the like button. If you have any thoughts, tips, or advice, leave those in the comment section down below. If you'd like to follow along through Sea Power, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you for the next part. J76NY saying thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a very good day.